What's going on, everybody? Glad to have everybody back. This is, of course, another installment of Hoggie's Quick Beer Reviews. And today, before we get to the beer, which I'm sure a lot of you can already recognize, I want to tell you about today's beer glass of choice, because it's a place I want to let people know about, and it relates back to today's beer. So let me show you what we have here. Get up front so you can see the logo there. Alright, check that out. This is the Titanic Brewing Company here in Miami, Florida. They're located in Coral Gables, a little section of Miami-Dade County. They're basically right outside, or right within, really, the University of Miami campus. Put that there. Titanic is a brew pub that's been around for about 10-15 years. The food there is great, and their beers are really good. That's why they've been around for so long. They make they brew 5 of their own beers full time, and they have a seasonal and another couple of rotating beers. You know, I've been there several times, always had a great experience. Love the beer. Their IPA is really good. It's piney, but it's good. They have an oatmeal stout that kicks ass. And they have now, I don't know if it's, I think it's a rotating beer they have called the e.s.p, Extra Special Pale. Their version of a hoppy American Pale Ale. We had a friend who was coming into town, who was here Friday night, so we took her there, because I've been trying to wean her off the Miller Lights and the Yinglings for quite some time now. So we take her to Titanic, and you know, everybody had a great time. She really loved the beer, and I picked up the glass while I was there. In this glass I had a few of the ESPs, and the thing is that they also have guest beers. 2 or 3 beers from other breweries that they have on tap. They've had Arrogant Bastard there on tap. They have right now, I think, the Avery White Rascals on tap there. Woodchuck Cider they have on tap. And I look, and they had a beer on tap called Gordon Beer. My first thought was Gordon Biersch, but no, Gordon Beer. I look it up, and as it turns out, Gordon Beer is brewed by the same people who make this, which is the Oscar Blues Brewing Company in Colorado, which of course goes back to today's beer. If you can't already see it, this is Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues. Now, I had the Gordon Beer. It's almost 9%. It's basically a double IPA. I'm not gonna sit here and try to review it or anything, because I had the food, I had beers before that, so I wasn't in a reviewing mood. But I can tell you it was very good, very tasty. I really liked it. So I figured, since I got the Titanic glass and I got Dale's on sale in the neighborhood, it was time to try Dale's, and what a better glass to do it than the Titanic glass. So before I crack one open here, let me, of course, like I always do, tell you what Beer Advocate says about Dale's. Dale's Pale Ale gets a B+ out of 921 reviews overall. Oscar Blues Grill and Brewery, they have a grill as well, Cajun style grill restaurant from what I've read. And of course this is categorized as an American Pale Ale, and it is 6.5 ABV. And for those who have never heard of this brewery or this beer before, they are basically a brew pub in Colorado that grew. They started selling their own beers, you know, shipping out their own beers, and they sell them all in cans. So, very interesting, because there aren't too many craft breweries that use cans, but these people have had success with it, and people seem to think that the can does not take away at all from the beer. Many people hold this beer in high esteem from everything I've read. So, we're going to find out what's up with Dale's Pale Ale today. I like pale ales. I like American hoppy pale ales, much like the ESP over at Titanic. So let's see how these little guys work out of the can. So far, it's a very nice color for a pale ale. Approaching, well, very similar to Sierra Nevada, from what I can see so far. Yeah, very similar to Sierra Nevada, maybe a shade off. Again, you know, I always hold it up to the camera, move it around, hope you guys can kind of get an idea of what the color of this beer looks like, because, you know, my lighting sucks and my background color sucks. But if you ask me, this is a golden amber color. It's clear. This is a filtered beer, but this is a good looking golden amber color. The head is a bit frothy. Very nice though, very good pale ale looking head. Not a lot of big bubbles. And yeah, it looks good. And it smells good. Get a hint of citrus hop, hint of fruit, kind of like a mango pineapple-y kind of thing. You catch little hints of malt, little hints of caramel kind of hidden under the hoppy fruit flavor. It smells really good though, and just off the smell alone, if you would have told me this came from a can, I probably wouldn't have believed you. So, down it goes. This is hoppy. This is Sierra Nevada hoppy. It's well balanced. There's not too much hop oil on the finish. This isn't IPA hoppy, but it is a hoppy pale. Because the first thing that hit me when I took that sip was the hops. That hop bite. It wasn't, you know, really strong, but it was apparent. It was the first thing that stood out. And this is very well balanced. You swirl it around a little and you can get that hop and that hop oil, but at the same time it's kind of swimming in there with the malt. You can taste the malt. It's very solid across the middle. It's not exactly caramel. I can't put my finger on it because it's maybe a hint of toastiness to it. The mouthfeel has a bit of a coarseness to it. Really hard to describe. It might just be kind of like the acidity of the hop, but this is very tasty. This is around medium, between light and medium as far as the body. It's not super light, but this isn't heavy at all. But it definitely has a body to it. There's a texture to it. And yeah, you are going to get a bit of hop oil on the finish there. A little bit of a breadiness to it. But yeah, man, I just get, yeah, there's a breadiness to it, but it's just overpowered by the hop. You know, in English pale, the hops are so much milder. You catch more of that breadiness and biscuit taste. In this, it's just all kind of riding along with the hop, but the hop is just, you know, it's at the front of the pack. But yeah, I like this. And again, if you told me this came out of a can, I would have said, yeah, right. Dale's Pale Ale. Let me not run too long this time around. As far as American pale ales, you know what? I might end up drinking all of these and then saying, yeah, it's a glass full. As of right now, just off this, I can't. I mean, you know, American pale, I'm comparing this to Sierra, and I love Sierra Nevada pale, and this is good. But is it better? Is it? I mean, it's a competitor for sure. This is a strong glass half full. This is approaching 3/4. This is a very, very good American beer. I might come back around in the future and rate it even higher. Give me time to drink some more of these guys. In the meantime, it still gets a really good rating. I like it. I recommend it. If you see the cans out there, don't be scared to pick them up. Oscar Blues. They don't mess around. Pick you up some Dale's Pale Ale. And if you see the Gordon beer, pick that up as well. I give that a thumbs up for a very good Imperial IPA. So that's that, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back soon with more beer. You know how this goes. I'm going to enjoy drinking these. So get you some and join me. Cheers.